But I mean, the most disappointed I ever was when I was trying to make Aliyah. I was having, long story short, I was having an issue with my rabbi letters. And I've had a connection with every rabbi in every city I've ever lived in. Even when I was in Arizona, we still went to synagogue for everything. I had a connection with the rabbi there. And basically, I couldn't get the letter in time for my Aliyah appointment. Like they had changed it, and this rabbi had to rewrite my letter, I think, three different times, and you need the original ink copy. Long story short, I go to a rabbi that I've been going to in Israel with all these rabbi letters, every document you can think known to mankind, down to my father's bris certificate. And I say, I can't get this in time. Can you please write my letter and sign it? Like it's just not going to get here in time, and I just need it for this date. Otherwise, I will be like illegal. I mean, you're not, when you're in the Aliyah process, you're not illegal, but it's just like then you can't leave the country, and what if something happens? And at this time, my mom had also recently been diagnosed with cancer. So I needed to be in a position where I could leave the country. And now I'm in a position where I might have to stay in Israel. God forbid something happens with my mom and things get worse. I can't leave. Like, and now I feel like I'm choosing, like, the spiraling was insane. And the amount of hate I had for this rabbi he said, no, I can't do anything for you because you're not Jewish. And it stung. I left in tears. I left cursing out of a synagogue. I was like, there's no way Hashem is liking anything that's happening right now, but I don't care anymore. And I remember just feeling appalled by Judaism, by everything that I had gone through, wondering, why am I making Aliyah? What am I doing here? Like, should I really do this? And I just remember feeling so disappointed in an institution that I had been so, like, I'd had so much love for, and I'd been going to his wife's events, and I had so many feelings boil up at once. And then I called my mom, as we can see a theme coming here, therapist, mom, same thing. And I told her about the whole situation, and I was just like, I don't think that I should be here. I don't think that I should do this. And I hate Judaism. I hate it, and I want nothing to do with it anymore. I don't want to go to him anymore. I don't want to do anything. And I mean, the amount of love and patience and just understanding she had for this rabbi situation. And, she completely talked me down, talked me off of a ledge. And, it basically just boiled down to, her saying, like, this is, he is a rabbi, he follows the Torah, and you have to understand that and he follows Jewish law, and this is a part of Jewish law. It's might not be in the Torah, it might not be something that is written, but like this is what the religion has decided, and you're going to encounter that. And you either have to accept it or reject it. Like you can choose what you do with that. But that was the first time that somebody had just kind of blatantly told me like, but this is something that people are going to believe. Like it's a part that is ingrained, whether you disagree with it or not. Like it's something that you're going to come across. And it was the first time that I realized that it was more about how I stood in it. Like that no matter what I do, I could convert, I could do everything right, but I'm honestly so thankful that that happened, and I had so much hate in my heart at the time because when I got through it, that was the first time when I realized like, okay, it's about me and how I stand in it and the people that I choose to go to and the spaces that I choose to fill. And yeah, I think that was just something that was like the big catalyst in everything when I was like, okay, it can't always be about me. Like it's about a bigger picture. And if I really want to, approach this, I have to come from a place of love because hate is just not going to get me anywhere. Like as much as I want to sit here and say that I hate this, it's not going to do anything. And that's kind of what inspired me to start posting and just basically encouraging patrilineal Jews to just do something that they feel helps connect them to Judaism, big or small.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a lot. Sorry, I'm like,
No, it
it's
was that was
rambling, but
the probably one of the most beautiful stories I've ever heard. Because I think that when it comes down to it, it's I think what I hope that the listener takes away from this, and what I hope that I don't know if you've posted that specific story anywhere, but I think that if you looked into the camera and told the world that, I think it would change everything. Because to me, what I just heard was the reason you are a Jew today, the reason you are a citizen of Israel today, is not because of your Jewish father, but because of your non-Jewish mother. And that, I think, is powerful. And I think it's something that a lot of patrilineal Jews especially need to learn. And not just that, I think every Jew needs to learn this because, I've gone through a big journey as well since October 7th around what does it mean to be Jewish? Because, I used to work for Hillel, and as somebody that was engaging with Jews of all backgrounds, I felt it was really important to broaden the tent as much as possible. Judaism is an ethnicity, it's not a religion, this or that. And since October 7th, and really since, seeing so many anti-Zionist Jews and what does it mean, I've had to really reconfigure my beliefs around what does it mean to be Jewish. And I think probably the reason why I actually feel so strongly now about this issue around patrilineal Jews is because it is preposterous to me, absolutely preposterous, that after listening to your story, that somebody who is literally just lucky enough to be born to a Jewish mother is any more Jewish than you are, is any more connected to our history, connected to our people, connected to our tradition than you are. And the idea that literally just, and there's a lot of history that I think kind of goes into the halakha, that I also have been challenging, because I will repeat once again, there is no explicit statement around matrilineal Jews in the Torah. There is no explicit statement. There's only interpretation, Talmudic interpretation. But that's a different time for a different conversation.
It's a different podcast.
That's a different podcast. But what I will say again is that I think it is so critical for so many people to hear that story and for you to repeat it over and over again, that at the most critical juncture, I would say, in your Jewish journey, on your road to literally Zion, that the person who told you to turn back around was your mom.